They survived the storm together, but what happened next almost destroyed their friendship forever. In the peaceful village of Gokulpur, where golden fields stretched endlessly and bamboo groves whispered secrets to the wind, life moved with quiet rhythm. The villagers shared everything festivals, food, and even their sorrows. It was a place where doors were rarely locked and hearts were always open. Among them were three inseparable friends Ayan, Sujoy, and Gorav. They grew up together, running barefoot through muddy paths, dreaming under starlit skies, and promising each other that no matter what life brought, they would always stand side by side. Ayan was the thinker, calm and observant. Gorav was the peacemaker, steady and wise beyond his years. Sujoy was the fire, passionate, fearless, and fiercely protective of his loved ones. Their friendship was the kind people believed would never break. But life has a way of testing even the strongest bonds. One evening, the sky darkened earlier than usual. A strange silence fell over Gokulpur. No birds, no rustling leaves, just a heavy stillness that made people uneasy. Then it came. A violent storm tore through the village like an unleashed force. Wind screamed through the narrow lanes, rain dashed down mercilessly, and thunder cracked so loudly it shook the ground beneath their feet. The village plunged into darkness. Inside their homes, fear spread quickly, but not everyone stayed inside. Ayan, Sujoy, and Gorav stepped out into the chaos. We can't just sit and wait, Ayan said firmly. Sujoy clenched his fists. People will need help. Gorav nodded. Then we move, together. They moved through the storm, guiding frightened villagers to safer places, calming panicked children, and organizing groups so no one felt alone in the darkness. Even in the chaos, their presence brought order. Their voices cut through fear. Their unity gave others courage. Hours passed before the storm finally weakened. When morning came, Gokulpur was no longer the same. The damage was severe. Fields were flattened, paths were blocked, livelihoods were uncertain. And in the middle of this vulnerability stood a man who had been waiting for such a moment. Mahajan, a wealthy landlord known for his cunning mind and cold heart. For years he had tried to expand his control over the village, but unity had always stopped him. Now, the storm had created cracks, not just in houses but in people's strength. Mahajan saw opportunity. Within days, whispers began spreading. Mahajan is offering money. He's buying land. People are signing papers. At first, it seemed like help. But Ayan noticed something wasn't right. These deals are too fast, he said. Gorav frowned. And too convenient. But before they could act, the blow came. Sujoy's family land, the land his father had spent his life cultivating, was suddenly no longer theirs. Mahajan claimed ownership, with documents, legal ones, or at least they appeared to be. Sujoy changed. The cheerful, fearless boy was replaced by someone quieter, colder. His eyes burned with anger. They stole everything from us, he said one night, his voice shaking. Everything. Ayan tried to reason with him. We'll fight this properly. Gorav added, we need proof, not rage. But Sujoy wasn't listening. You talk about patience because you didn't lose anything, he snapped. The words hit hard. Silence followed. For the first time in years, a distance grew between them. Days passed and the tension worsened. Mahajan continued his manipulations, tightening his grip on the village. Fear replaced unity. People stopped trusting each other. And Sujoy, he reached his limit. One night, under a moonless sky, he made a decision. He would confront Mahajan alone, end it, once and for all. But Ayan had been watching. He knew Sujoy too well. He's going tonight, Ayan told Gorav. Then we go too, Gorav replied. Mahajan's mansion stood at the edge of the village, tall, silent, and intimidating. Sujoy approached it, his heart pounding with anger. Just as he stepped forward, a step further and you won't recognize yourself anymore. Ayan's voice. Sujoy turned. You followed me? We stood by you, Gorav said calmly. Sujoy's fists trembled. This is my fight. No, Ayan said firmly. This is our fight. For a moment, Sujoy hesitated. The anger was still there, but so were the memories, the laughter, the promises, the friendship. His voice broke. I don't know what to do anymore. Gorav stepped closer. Then don't do it alone. Silence. Then slowly, Sujoy nodded. Instead of rushing blindly, the three worked together. They began investigating, quietly, carefully. They spoke to villagers, gathered information, and watched Mahajan's movements. Days turned into nights. Then one night, inside an old storage room near Mahajan's estate, they found it. A hidden file. Documents. Real ones. Proof of forgery. Proof of deception. Proof that Mahajan had been stealing land using lies. Ayan looked at Sujoy. This is how we win. The next day, a meeting was called at the village square. Everyone gathered. Tension filled the air. Mahajan arrived confidently, expecting submission. Instead, he found resistance. Sujoy stepped forward, not with anger, but with strength. You took what wasn't yours, he said. Mahajan smirked. Prove it. Gorav stepped ahead and held up the documents. Ayan spoke loudly. Truth doesn't hide forever. The villagers leaned in, murmurs spread. Mahajan's confidence began to crack. These documents, Gorav continued, show everything. Silence fell. Then slowly, voices rose, one by one. We trusted you. You cheated us. This is wrong. Mahajan stepped back. For the first time, he looked afraid. I admit it, he stammered. I'll return everything. The land was returned. Justice was restored. But more importantly, the village found itself again. Sujoy stood beside Ayan and Gorav. His eyes filled, not with anger, but gratitude. I almost lost everything, he said quietly. Ayan smiled. You didn't. Gorav added, because we didn't let you. The three friends stood together once more, stronger than before. Not because they never broke, but because they chose to come back together. As time passed, Gokulpur healed. Fields turned green again. Laughter returned. And the story of the three friends became a lesson told for generations. Moral. True strength lies in unity. When people stand together with patience and trust, even the greatest challenges can be overcome.
Feed your mind with powerful lessons. Subscribe and follow Moral Story School on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.